Hello Curious and welcome back. Johnny Depp and Amber Heard's current trial has been underway for over a week now and has kept their names in the headlines. Many new details have emerged since then with regards to their relationship, which have quickly become press fodder, but had also shocked many. Plus, to make things more sensational for the media and those interested in the case, the court proceedings were streamed live on Court TV. And now Depp himself had taken to the stand in a nearly 3-hour testimony during Tuesday's 19th hearing that continued on Wednesday the 20th. With regards to what was the trial for? What kind of new information has come to light? What did the Pirates of the Caribbean actor reveal in his testimony? Why did his daughter refuse to attend his wedding? And will Heard be the next one to testify? Stay with us to find out all the latest news with regards to the ongoing court case, but before we continue, don't forget to give us a thumbs up and hit the subscription button so that you stay up to date with the hottest celebrity gossip. With the most recent trial in Fairfax County, Virginia, Johnny Depp is suing Amber Heard for $50 million over a 2018 Washington Post op-ed on the basis of defamation. While the actor was not referred to by name in the writing about domestic abuse, his legal team argued that it included a clear implications that Mr. Depp is a domestic abuser, a thing that they had stated is categorically false. In return, Heard has sued back with a $100 million counterclaim against Johnny. If you remember, the pair were previously on trial in London against the tabloid The Sun, which took place in July 2020 and one that Depp had lost in court and during an appeal. Though we're not going to get into too much detail of the suit as we have covered it in the past, so if you would like to know more about it, then be sure to check out our playlist dedicated to Depp by clicking on the link above. But for now, stay with us until the very end to find out the latest news. Prior to the case starting, it was announced that the entire proceedings were going to be airing daily on Court TV, which can also be accessed via YouTube or their site. This had many interested in the case as it would allow viewers, fans and press alike to get a glimpse inside what would normally go on behind closed doors. The trial is broadcast Monday to Thursday and is set to run for 5 to 6 weeks, with a pause taking place between May 9th and 12th due to the judges' previously planned engagements. In its duration, A-listers such as James Franco, WandaVision's Paul Bettany and Elon Musk are set to testify as well. As per media reports and court footage, so far the pair's behaviour in court has not been bad. For the most part, they have been noted to sit with a blank look on their faces, at times reacting to what was being said with a smirk, a laugh, or some other minor reaction. But while some were expecting some dramatic behaviour to have come out of the courthouse, that had not been the case at the moment in the trial. Some of the texts that the actor had sent with regards to Heard were looked at more in depth. One that he had sent to his doctor had read that Heard was as full of as a Christmas goose, and in another to Amber's former assistant after their breakup, he said that he was disgusted that he ever touched that scum. Those texts had also been something that Depp mentioned when he took the stand on April 19th. Talking under oath, he had said that he was ashamed and embarrassed by what he said, claiming that it was all done in a moment of pain when he went to a dark place. He had also noted that sometimes pain has to be dealt with humour and sometimes very dark humour. Now, of course, Johnny taking the stand is something that had many people talking. So, what exactly did he say in court? Addressing the jury, the actor had said that the truth was all that had mattered to him right now. He claimed to have never struck Amber or any other woman in his life, and her accusations had been ones to permeate the industry. Speaking of the way that it had affected him, the actor said, "It's been 6 years of trying times. So strange when one day you're Cinderella, so to speak, and then in 0.6 seconds you're Quasimodo." He had blamed these changing attitudes on the op-ed piece that the Washington Post had published. Now, if you want to know how other women in the actor's life had reacted to all these accusations against him over the past several years, then be sure to check out our previous video by clicking on the link above. Though for now, stay with us until the very end. The 58-year-old had also highlighted that this wasn't the first time that he had the opportunity to speak about the case in full, as previously he was not allowed a voice. When asked about the early days of their relationship, he had commented that Heard was too good to be true. He highlighted that back then she was attentive, loving, smart, kind, funny and understanding. That was until things had started to change for them. Since then, he claimed that he has felt pure hatred for the woman, especially given everything that she had been putting him through the last couple of years. Though in terms of when the two were still in a relationship, it was a year into their romance that things had turned sour, and according to Depp, she would frequently issue a sarcastic, demeaning, aggressive, violent, toxic spew, and that occasionally she would resort to violence. He said that it could begin with a slap or with her throwing a TV remote at his head or a glass of wine at his face. The actor also claimed that Amber has a need for conflict and violence. The actor talked about his wedding to Heard while taking the stand and revealed that besides their big ceremony wedding, they had a smaller one that took place at his mother's house as she was ill. Though that was not what had caught the fans' attention, but rather the detail that Depp's daughter, Lily Rose, was not in attendance. While many had thought that she and Amber were on good terms, it turns out that was not the case. My daughter, Lily Rose, did not come to the wedding. She and Miss Heard were not on particularly great terms for several reasons. While the Aquaman star's lawyers had attempted to portray Depp as a physically and intimately abusive man who was prone to illicit substances and high-percentage beverage binges, this was also something that he addressed while under oath. Speaking on his substance abuse, Johnny had said that he had in fact become addicted after receiving medication for her back injury. Though he also revealed that while he was detoxing, his then wife withheld medication from him that would have relieved symptoms of withdrawal. The man also recalled that at those times he would roll on the floor in tears begging her, and he called them the lowest points of his life. During the trial, the jury also heard more in depth about the infamous incident in Australia, which in the past Amber had described as a 3-day hostage situation. Talking about that day, the actor revealed that they were staying in a rented place in a country that was quite large, so to get away from Heard, who allegedly became irate for not wanting to sign a post-nup, previously refusing to sign a prenup, the actor blocked himself in some of the many rooms on the property. All while his now ex-wife allegedly was banging on the doors and screaming obscenities and wanting to have a physical altercation. It was later that he came out and went to the bar to get a high-percentage beverage that she got angry at him for drinking again and smashed the bottle, which led to the actor losing his fingertip. Depp's private physician, Dr. Kipper, had revealed that he was there on the scene and witnessed blood and glass in the house, as did his nurse, Debbie Lloyd. It was also worth highlighting that while both of the medical professionals had stated that they never witnessed any physical violence between the former couple, they did talk about arguments, with Lloyd describing their relationship as toxic and telling the court that she believed Heard was the instigator of their disputes. While taking the stand, Depp had also touched upon an incident that for a long time many had thought was bizarre, as did the actor himself. It all happened after he told Heard that he was leaving her during her 30th birthday party, and the two of them got into an altercation, after which he left the premises. Later, when the actress was out of the house and attending a music festival, he wanted to go and collect his belongings, but was advised against it by his security, who showed Johnny a photograph of feces on his side of the bed. He added that his initial reaction was to laugh, because the situation was so bizarre and so grotesque. While Amber tried to blame it on her dogs, the actor said that that was human fecal matter and not that of a teacup Yorkie, which weighs only 4 pounds. One of the things that lawyers had asked Johnny, and something that many of Amber's fans had also used as a counter-argument that she was innocent, was why did he not leave their relationship once the abuse started? The actor simply replied that he'd learned to pick his battles and that the answer was complicated. But elaborating further on this, he had said that he believes the reason he stayed in an abusive relationship was that his father did the same and he did not want to fail. Speaking to the judge and jury, the 58-year-old stated, "I wanted to try and make it work. I thought maybe I could help her. I thought maybe I could bring her around, because the Amber Heard that I knew for the first year and a half was not this." To end his testimony, the actor talked about what he had lost, and he had summed it up with nothing less than everything. That was due to the fact that as soon as those allegations against him were made, portraying him as someone he claims not to be, it meant that he was done and became media fodder. He also added that no matter what the outcome of the trial will be, all this will be something that he will have to live with for the rest of his days, so in that sense, he has already lost. While in the most recent days of the trial, Depp was the one to take the stand and tell his side of the story, many are wondering whether Amber will get a chance to do the same thing. And according to reports by the BBC, the actress is set to take to the stand to testify later on in the trial. However, the exact date of when that will take place is unknown. So what do you think, Curious? What are your opinions on Depp's testimony? Did you know that the first time he personally was able to tell the story? Do you think that in her own testimony Heard will reveal something that we haven't been aware of previously? And are you Team Johnny or Team Amber? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, and as always, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to our channel so you can stay up to date with the news from the trial. Until next time.